Alright, today I'm going to go over everything wrong with my 1992 Chevy Camaro Z28 that I just bought. First though, something that's not wrong with the car per se, but it bothers me anyway. There's only one set of keys for the car. I actually called several dealerships. One of them said they would cut me a new ignition key for 40 bucks. Ace Hardware says they'll do it for 28 bucks. Special shout out to the Ace Hardware on Ogden Avenue, which here is called Route 66 in Berwyn, Illinois. Pat down there says he knows how to cut these keys, and I believe him. He seems like he knows a lot about these keys.
Do a lot of these ones, or we reordered those ones at some point, huh?
We might have over-ordered, or this might have been the most common.
This is cool. I'd never seen this device before.
I
even called...
It's that fast, because if I take this one, it's 15.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, they were out of the exact key I needed, but they're going to order one and I'll pick it up next week and get it cut. Okay, now to the main purpose of this video. Let's go over everything that I know of that's wrong with my Camaro.
Window scrapers on the exterior of the door. Seat bolster is ripped and the recline feature does not stay straight. Missing the headlight sticker on the switch. Wheel rim can twist. Dashboard pad is cracked in multiple places really bad. Headliner is sagging on both sides. Trunk latch will not pull down and the motor just runs and runs and runs and never stops.
Engine won't start, and if it does, it'll die or idle roughly.
Headlight bucket needs painting, so I'll probably do both sides. Rearview mirror fell off and I'm missing the tab. So I'll have to glue that back on and fix that. Center console door is floppy and disconnecting and separating from 5.7 tune port injection badge is missing. Dent on the rear fender. Door handle is floppy. Works, but takes a lot of travel just to engage. Driver's side fog light's cracked and doesn't work. Air conditioning does not work, but blower motor does. A few stains on the rear seats. Black trim is faded and rusty here and there, so I gotta sand that down and paint that. Rear brake light doesn't work. I don't like these Magnaflow tips. I'm gonna cut them off and put some turndowns on them instead, so you can't see the exhaust just like from the factory. Bad paint on the Chevy badge on the front. Bad paint on the entire car actually. Hood, side skirts, fender. It's just bad. Wheels, I just realized today, are probably going to need some paint. Rear apron, rear fender, spoiler, bumper, I mean, you name it. There'd be so many places to repaint if I was going to do it piece by piece. I just decided I'm just going to paint the whole car. In general, I'm sure it needs a tune-up, air filter, oil change, fuel filter, stuff like that. That's in addition to the no start and no idle problem that I talked about earlier. Rear diff leaks, so I'll have to get new seal for that, and probably some GM limited slip additive while I'm at it. And the passenger seat belt holder broke off. So as you've seen, there's a lot to do on this car. None of it's hard, but that's just the stuff I know about. I'm sure there'll be new things that pop up along the way. For example, the brakes could be shot for all I know. I've hardly driven it, haven't checked the pads for depth. But at least for right now, that's enough to keep me busy. And overwhelmed as it is, it's not too bad. I've had much worse work to do on cars. But it is a lot, and like I said, there's some unexpected stuff that could crop up as time goes on. But looking forward to getting into it and starting on some of the work. One quick note about the roof. In the last video, I said I much prefer the non-T-top versions of these cars. A lot of people prefer the T-tops, probably most people I would guess. I love the non-T-top version because of the way the roof curves right around here. The T-tops, it's a little flatter and you kind of lose a bit of that smoothness, but call me crazy, but I really love this shape right here. I hesitate to call it 911 like because that's ridiculous, but let's just say for now that I like how the roof looks without the T-tops, and that's why I prefer these. Not to mention, T-tops mean you can't get the 5.7 from the factory, at least, unless you do an engine swap. So, big reason I like these specification cars.
So that's the end of this video, the list of everything wrong. I've actually started working on a lot of this stuff already, but the video is probably a couple days behind that. So come back again next time where I start digging into some of the fixes and improvements and continue to work on a bit of the idle issue as well. Thanks for watching.